We've all seen it happen before, and we just saw it happen again. Deontay Wilder isn't boxing very well, he's dropping rounds, and then he drops Luis Ortiz like a sack of potatoes in the 7th round. That guy has absolute oodles of power, and people are wondering now, where exactly does he rank in the echelon of great heavyweight punchers? Who knows? I haven't been punched by all the great heavyweight champions in history, so I can't tell you. I'd probably be dead if that happened. But one thing that we're not picking up on here about why Wilder is such an effective puncher is the speed of his shots. Remember, this guy is very light for 6'7". What did he weigh in? 219 was it? And he's weighed as low as 204 before. Some people wonder whether he could make cruiserweight. Now that is a frightening idea. But he is so quick. When the right hand is straight and he throws it down the pipe, it gets from A to B very quickly. And when all that raw power is coming at you quicker, you have got even less time to brace for it. Ortiz was caught between a kind of reactionary guard, and Wilder found the gap on the forehead. It's the thickest part of the skull. It's not a vital spot like the temple or the side of the jaw, but my word, it certainly got the job done. You could see the impact just go all the way through Ortiz's body, and the look on his face when he was on the floor, that classic saying of you don't know what you've been hit by, Ortiz was just like, where the hell am I? There was a moment when he initially went down, when it looked like he was looking for his mouthpiece. He realizes it's in his mouth, pushes it in again. He really did not know what was going on. Now, because Wilder had probably dropped every round prior to that, people are obviously picking up on the fact he's not the best boxer to watch. I know, it's ugly. I watched Inoue Donaire recently, and Inoue is a much better boxer for a puncher than Deontay Wilder is, in a pound-for-pound sense as well. But we're missing something here. There is method to what Deontay Wilder is doing. When you have a really low output like Wilder does, and he's very patient, patient has been a key word throughout this rematch, you don't give your opponent much to work with. Boxing's all about trying to identify habits and rhythms that you can then use against them. Wilder doesn't give you a lot to work with. He's standing almost a bit like a statue. He's got the right hand cocked, but there's no real set combos. He doesn't have any obvious twitches. It's like, what do I make of this guy? He is almost not participating in there at times. His output is so low. And he'll do silly things like try and slap you with the inside of the left glove just to see how you react. But that's not in the textbook, really. And when you do something that's not in the textbook, there's no set way to deal with it. Now further, when you don't throw many punches, that means you are retaining your stamina. So I counted about 5 big right hands that Wilder had tried to throw prior to the knockout. He doesn't throw many shots, so they are retaining 99% of their steam. If you look at a lot of great heavyweight punchers of the past, they were only really dangerous in the first half of the fight, or at least they were much more dangerous in the first half of the fight, certainly when you think of a George Foreman. That is not the case with Deontay Wilder. He waits, he butters up the perfect sniper conditions, and then boom. When he actually threw that shot in the 7th round, it came at a perfect moment in the sense that Ortiz was just starting to get a little bit full of himself at that moment, standing there a bit too long, and perhaps just starting to tire, the old man was. And then Wilder uncorks it real quick, and he pretty much hits the deck as soon as the punch has landed. That is a hell of a shot. It's got to be the most dangerous shot in boxing. Now Wilder has now registered 10 defences, which is apparently the same as the great Muhammad Ali. There's no comparison there to say he's anywhere near as great, but we cannot deny that punching power. It is absolutely brutal. And with him set to face Tyson Fury again in February 22nd, he definitely is going after those legacy fights now. 2020 should be a big one. And in that rematch with the Gypsy King, that same rule applies. Tyson Fury has to be perfect for 12 rounds. Deontay Wilder, as we've just seen, again, only has to be perfect for 2 seconds.